Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my non-binary friends, welcome to today's episode of the What the Fluff podcast. I have the honor of being joined by a Warzone beast, an amazing human being, the one and only Ladi Geek, aka Kayla.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
There it is. Hi.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Good. I should have looked at I looked at your group and I was like, wait a minute. And then I saw that you sent a message. I was like, oh, okay. Got you.
Sneaky. Yeah, I don't want anyone randomly popping in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like, you know what I'm saying, to like, well, I guess just for, I guess for anyone kind of thing. But I don't know. It's early. You know what? Even though I've been up for 4 hours now.
I was about to say, isn't it almost noon where you are?
Yeah, it's 11:14.
You know what? That's still early for some people. And you know what? The fact that you're awake and here, winning. I feel like that's a great start.
Oh yeah, we up. I've been getting on late though since Vegas at like 6:30, and you knew he's been giving me shit.
You've been getting 6:30 a.m. is late?
Yeah, because you knew he gets I should be on by like 5:45, 6-ish.
What?
Just to like talk to chat and stuff. Yeah, because you knew he gets on at 5.
Holy hell.
Yeah. Which I don't mind. I kind of like the morning grind.
What? Wait, so what time do you, by the way, I'm already recording and we pretty much are starting. Okay. So hello. Oh, wait, before we even get into that, I realized before, I have never heard your first name. I don't even know what it is. I've only heard everyone call you Lady. Some people I feel like sneak in the first names, but with you, it's always been Lady.
Yeah, well, because I feel like though too, because people I think see my name and then they get intimidated. Not entirely intimidated, but they don't want to like mess it up because my name is spelled Keila.
Keila?
See, exactly. No, it's
Or
not
Kayla.
Kayla. It's Kayla.
See, and I was like, I wanted to go with the obvious, but I was like, nah, it's tricky. Oh, so it's just straight up Kayla.
Yeah.
No, dude. I don't think I've ever heard any single person call you Kayla ever. And we've been grabbing games for what, almost a year probably, if not longer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, pleasure to meet you, Kayla. Wow, that sounds weird. Nah, what's up, lady? Okay, so morning grind. What time do you go to bed? Like, what's a day in the life of Kayla?
Okay. So like on a regular during the weekday, I'm eating tuna fish and sweet potato.
Tuna. Okay, strange combo.
Tuna fish, kale, and sweet potato.
It sounds like you're not trying to kiss anyone later. Okay.
I won't be.
Okay, fair. All right, continue. I will stop interrupting now.
Oh no, you didn't. Okay. So like Sundays we'll do some supported games and stuff, get off, and then around like 8:30 to like 7-ish, get ready for bed. I don't normally go to bed in that long. It definitely depends on how disciplined I am to get off TikTok at night and stuff or social media. And then usually, like around like 9:30 to say I probably knock out, get up at like 4:45 and then take the dogs out, get my face ready, and then get on stream. That's a normal day, but I have been waking up late, like I would say 5:30 now after Vegas, because I'm so used to that time when we were sleeping in.
Yep.
That I'm slacking. And then morning stream. And so my Mondays, I do gym at home, like workout at home, but like on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I only game till like probably like 10 and then hit the gym and then come back and then game some more and then have the rest of the night to myself.
Holy hell. So those Tuesday through Thursday, how many hours are you typically playing games a day?
6? I'll bang out maybe like 4 hours, about 3 hours in the morning, and then do like another 3 to 2 or 4 hours, I guess, depending on how I feel in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. And you're doing Warzone for both of these, right? You're not experimenting,
I was on
really?
a New World. I was playing Vanguard for a little bit, but I kind of just, I guess, move with my friends where my friends go. So like if Jazzy or Unuzi are like playing Warzone, then I'll just hop on with them.
Nice. And you typically have the same crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get in with those guys? So how did you get into streaming? So the whole thing about this is it's like I don't want it to necessarily be about streaming, but I want it to be about what people don't necessarily know about you. I mean, there's I don't know. I feel like people are going to have differing experiences through this because of how much they want their personal life to be or not to be out there. But
Right.
I don't know. I feel like it's nice to give the people a taste of off stream and just like a better look into your brain as to how you are the way you are, why you are the way you are. So yeah, how did you get in with that crew? Because I know you brought up to me that you roll you have a tight circle.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
how
think
did
it's just
you yeah.
better that way. But before I answer that way, so are you using this for like? You said it was camera free. So are you using this for like the audio rooms on Facebook
This
or?
is gonna go pretty much everywhere I can put it. YouTube, I'm going to use the camera aspect just because it's stupid to not have. I mean, it's just another form of media, so
Mhm.
it's nice to have. But I'm also enjoying the non-camera vibe. I feel like it's more personal, and it just I don't know. I feel like when the camera's on, even though you get used to it and you can feel like it's not there, there's still some part of you that's like something's watching me. And so
Right.
just to be able to sit, like I pretty much fiddle with my playing cards the entire time. Um, I don't know. It's so much more relaxing to not have the camera on. But yeah, I want it to go
Yeah.
everywhere. I want to go probably SoundCloud, Apple, or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that stuff, and just get to talk
Nice.
to people. That's ended up being one of my favorite aspects of streaming is getting to know people and again, yeah, figuring out why people the way they are, why they chose streaming, because I feel it's to stream is so basic, but there's so many uh different ways that people have gotten here. Um
Yeah.
and so yeah, just getting to know more about that and maybe getting to know more about you can inspire someone or help someone where they're at in their streaming journey, or whether it's a completely different profession and they just wanted the permission to be able to do X, Y, or Z that led to them pursuing their dream. Let's fucking do it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. 'Cause I saw like I'm not gonna lie, the audio on Facebook kind of intimidates me, but not because one, yeah, I gotta find someone that's really good to talk to,
Yeah.
But two, but I saw also like Rudy and Fierce Diva, Stone and Darkness like actually starting something. And I saw that they had a good amount of people tuning in. So you never know how much people too like also just want to listen
Yep.
and just hear people like I guess outside of just gaming
Yeah.
and just straight talking, whether it's like yeah, anything. I think I saw Fierce had one on how to like run on a budget when traveling. I was like, ooh, this is actually really interesting.
Holy
Like
hell.
traveling outside the country. I was like, okay, I see you.
So do you listen to the audio rooms a lot? Or are you a big
Yes and
podcast
no.
listener?
No. To be honest, I used to, but lately now I've been taking since like streaming has cost so much of my time. What I do is whenever I'm driving to like to the gym and stuff, I used to listen to a podcast, but now I don't. I mainly just call family and just try to
Yep.
catch up with them because that's another thing. Hear my mom or like my cousin be like, "You don't talk to us anymore," like what's going
Yep.
on, kind of thing. And it's like, so I just play a lot of catch up with everyone, especially since I don't have family in Texas. They're kind of everywhere, Puerto Rico, Florida. So it's like, yeah, just
Holy
catching
hell.
up, see how they're doing. Mm-hmm.
So then, all right, well, screw where we were gonna go because I wanted to touch on this anyway. So what is back to your schedule? How much? Because you have editors, correct?
Yes.
So how much would you say of your day is dedicated to streaming, whether it be online or offline?
Oh, I would say 80%
Holy hell! And is that
because
continue?
like it's like when you stay here, even though you're not making like content and stuff, like okay, so not every like we just play video games, right? So and then we post that on Facebook or on Twitch, but not every time. Not whenever you use another platform, not every audience is going to be attracted to that same kind of content. So like for an example, like TikTok, like Of course, I always post all my gameplays on TikTok, but now I'm seeing a lot of people like that other funny side of me, lip syncing something or kind of going with the trend that was happening on TikTok, more personal based.
Yeah.
So it's like taking time out to do those ones, liking those ones, saving them because like try to keep my TikTok videos like to do on the weekend and then draft them so that way throughout the week I post them.
Okay.
And then the same thing with Instagram. Instagram, I noticed that like my gameplays don't do well, but those reels and those personal reels and then those photos do a lot better. So it's like, all right, making content for that. And then like, dude, now running like fan house. So then I have to do fan house kind of thing. So there's
Jeez.
that. So definitely my editor kind of works on like little videos that I do for my gym. And I know you've seen those on Twitter. And then
Yep.
like my clips and my stuff that I stream on Facebook.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of damn. So, and this goes back. We are so fortunate because I also have an editor. I can't imagine doing our hours. I mean, and we're only doing 6 to 7. I feel like there are people who do 10 to 12 who are still editing their own stuff. And
And it's insane.
it's
Just burning
insane.
out.
So how much of, and granted, I feel like it could be a spectrum, but how much of then your offline content creation are you actually enjoying, and how much do you feel it's obligation, or is it a little bit of both? How do you
Okay,
navigate
so
that?
so okay, so wait, I take back the 80% since you said offline content because I didn't even think about it like that. I would
Yeah.
say it's probably online is like it takes 60% of my time and maybe like off would take about 20-25%.
Okay. Is it possible to transfer percentages into like hours a day?
Oof. Maybe. Now you're making me try to do math.
I
Well,
mean,
not math, but like
I
numbers.
the math was what you were making everyone else do by saying 25% of 24 hours. That's
Sorry.
difficult. My brain was hurting.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Okay.
you're forgiven. Thank you so much.
So hours throughout the week, we're definitely going over 40 hours.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Of like,
1000%. We definitely, oh my
and
gosh, not
that's
even
not even
close.
that's yeah, that's off content, off online content, and like online content
Yep.
together. I'm always overtime.
Yeah.
There's no such thing of like being under.
No. Would you say
So
an hour a day offline, 2 hours a day offline, an hour to 2 hours?
uh yeah, I would say about 2 hours offline. And then especially on the weekends, I try to time management. So I try to do everything kind of on the weekend and just
Yeah,
kind of save everything as a draft and then post them later.
I see. So then
So
what?
like yeah, that's what I worked on yesterday. So like today, at least today I can safely know that I have at least 4 TikToks that I can post today. I mean,
Holy
not
hell.
today, but for throughout the week.
Yeah, that's a solid amount too. And you're how many days streaming a week?
6. Saturdays are my off days.
Jeez. Yep. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And it's crazy because the anxiety kicks in. I don't even feel like sometimes on Saturdays, I feel like I should be streaming.
Oh, that's the hardest part of this job is it's hard because streaming is so easy and so fun. Yet, even though you're having that fun, you're still draining yourself to to some strange extent. And
Yeah.
it's yeah. And then offline, you can always be doing something. There's always something to engage in. There's always content that needs to be posted. So what would more, because you said it when we were messaging, what would more me time look for you? Like what is getting in the way of that? Is it obligations you already have that are externally imposed? Is it your own work ethic?
Um, yeah, my own hmm, I would say my own work ethics and then yeah, me because usually when I have my me time, like let's say if we go out somewhere and stuff, I just realize like okay, I'm gonna put on a nice suit, a nice outfit. So like I need to take extra pictures so I can
Yep.
use for content creation later and stuff. I'm dressed nice, so I should make a TikTok kind of thing. So it's like it definitely I set myself up almost for failure instead of like bitch, just get ready and go leave.
Yeah.
Go meet up with your friends. Go enjoy yourself. Um, and then it's trying to balance because then there's days like even that, even if going out, you're still just mentally burnt out. So now you have to also socialize in real life. And it's like, fuck, I just literally just want wings and just lay in bed.
Yeah. That's so true.
And then when I lay in bed, I feel like I'm being lazy.
And have you
Which is,
always been like this? Like
yeah.
how did you get into streaming? What were you doing before?
I was a recreational therapist.
Nice. So,
So I had a job offer in Florida, took it, and then from Florida, moved to Texas. And then it was going great, but like Texas doesn't really offer a lot of recreational therapist positions here. And what they normally do here in Texas is they kind of give the occupational therapist that job, which kind of fucking sucks. Then you're kind of giving the occupational therapist like kind of two things, and they already do enough for their one job, but it's just kind of how it goes. So then I went back for a little bit for school and went into behavior analysis and absolutely fucking hated it. Only hated it. I like the what is it? Like I guess like the job itself. But what Texas does is like I just definitely I was very stressed out with like a lot of the patients and stuff that I was given. Uh and didn't want to do it anymore. But I've always played video games like afterwards. Like the way me and my husband met was through Destiny.
no way.
Uh yeah, we played Destiny like a shit ton. And then when I flew in to go see him, because that's the reason why I moved to Texas, because he was over here, was because we were, and I would bring my PlayStation 4 and we just have date night and play Destiny for like the whole week, and then I would go back home.
That's
Um,
adorable.
so I've always been into video games, and after work I would do that. But then like being on Facebook, I started seeing people stream, and I was like, that would be dope for me to something to like for me to invest in. And I decided one day I'm gonna sell my Mac computer that I had, and I was like, we're gonna get a PC. And we got a PC and we tried it out, and I actually did pretty good. I was actually hitting some algo and on Fortnite and getting a decent amount of money. And so I was like, this is something I definitely could see myself doing if I continue to invest in it. So, and then 2 years came around. I was still working as a behavioral analysis, but then doing that during my free time. So I had no time. And then
Damn.
eventually I saw like I was making enough money to go full time.
And when did you start? And then you said you were going for 2 years of doing both before you went full-time streaming?
Yeah. I went this year actually, the beginning of this year.
Dude, oh, that's right.
Well, no, not the beginning of this year. The June of this year
Yeah.
The beginning of this year, I got offered partnership, so that was amazing. And then what happened was I was actually gonna leave a lot earlier, but like I'm just not the type to burn bridges and stuff. And so my boss asked if I could just wait until she retired, and I was like, okay, that's fair enough. And so she told me she was gonna retire in June, the end of school year. So I was like, okay. And so that's how I left and went full time.
Wow. And were you during your 2 years, were you doing any offline content? Like where did that start to happen?
That started probably second year. That was such a struggle. Such a struggle for like me personally and my marriage, because like I was working, I had to focus on work and then try to make content outside of like streaming and stuff. So there was like really no time there was no me time, no us time, no new you time. I don't know what's the other time, but
Yeah.
but I was like during my break, just like make like quick videos or something like that. It was to put it together. It was crappy, but I got at least maybe two done. So I wasn't putting out a lot of content as now. Like what I do now is like we put content out the ass, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a struggle. I would say I was burnt out. I was only probably getting like 5 hours of sleep a day. It's probably why my anxiety like came in.
Yeah. When did that start and how do you manage that? Like what is that for you?
Uh, Anxiety honestly sucks. I've been managing it by just trying to take more me time and just, remembering I can't be superwoman.
Yeah.
Oh, because on top of that too,
You what?
I've always had on top of that, like working two jobs and well, streaming and working
Yep.
and trying to make content. I was still working out. So that was another reason why I was only getting like 5 hours of sleep. I would go drive 30 minutes to the gym, work out for an hour, and then head home. And then and then try to cook
What
dinner
in
for
the
my husband and
hell,
I.
woman?
Yeah,
Oh
so
my God.
I honestly, burnt myself out to like the point where like anxiety kicked in, and so now I'm like on like a low dose of medication because Texas is like we're still not a legal state, so
Yeah.
couldn't really get into that like field and try that out. But yeah, I mean, I just try to take more me time and try to just remind myself that I can't do everything. So, and get more help from, the husband, or if not, like with cleaning the house and trying to cook and all that stuff.
What are your me time things? What fuels you or recharges you?
Definitely still the working out.
Yeah.
That's why I kept it. I really liked working out, and it definitely, it's just really nice to do that, especially with like good friends. I will say that, like, I never had like this Saturday. I didn't even know I did like an hour and a half of like fucking cardio, but it was because like I was in the ring with like another good friend of mine, and we were just going at it,
Yeah.
and it was super fun to do that. That I would say, I guess like girly stuff, go get my toes done or something.
Oh, a little
Uh,
pampering, of course.
little pampering, yes, and extra sleep. That's definitely my me time. I
Yeah.
try to do that on purpose. Yeah, I'm like, I'll still go to bed at like 9:30. Don't touch me. I'm gonna get up at like 11. I won't
Nice.
leave my bed.
That's so great. And it's good to know those things. Like how did you get into fitness? Were you always athletic? Was it something that randomly came up and just you loved? Like what's
uh,
what's your journey with that?
I used to play video games more for money. Do you remember Battle.net?
Yeah.
So I used to get on there and like enter in those tournaments, put whatever money down and stuff, and then play online. And so I did that, and was really good at it during college, where I was making like enough to pay rent and stuff.
No
And
way.
so, yeah,
What
well,
were you
like
playing?
rent for Call of Duty.
Which one?
I started at World at War.
Holy hell. And were these search and destroy tournaments? Like what? Come on,
Mm-hmm.
you got to give us more detail.
There
That's
were
that's
Harvester, Search
awesome.
and Destroy, and Capture the Flag. Those were the two most popular ones on the Battle.net and stuff. And so, I had a really cool group, and they were the Geek Squad. That's where like Geek came in, and I
Nice.
was a little geeky.
Lil Geeky.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
uh,
goodness.
don't tell anybody that name, okay?
I will not mention that to the internet. You are only Lil Geeky from now on. I hope you realize that.
Oh my gosh.
You kind of fucked up. But
Uh,
continue. Lil Geeky.
but yeah, so we had a group, and we always used to always like get on schedule and then get ready to play, and we were badass. Like, not to sound cocky and stuff, but we were really good. And so I think I was better younger than what I play now. And I think that's why I beat myself up a lot, because like I know how good I am. Well, how I guess I was. But anyways,
Yeah.
getting back to the point of like fitness. So I was doing that a lot, where I was just doing takeout and all that stuff. Basically, I went up to like 240 pounds.
Okay.
And so I just knew I was in a toxic relationship too at that time. And I was like, I knew I had to like definitely just start getting back into fitness and start taking care of myself and everything. So I stopped gaming for a while to focus on myself, like work, college, and my weight. And I ended up actually dropping all the way down to 142 before I got
Holy.
married.
How long did that take? What were you doing? Was it just gym? Like did you Yeah,
No, we
how
did
did
everything. I got into like, so when I was in college, I was working at the Boys and Girls Club,
Okay.
and the staff there got into like ultimate frisbee and everything. So throughout the week, and then too, I got to take advantage. They had a free gym there too, because money was tight for me, especially since I stopped gaming. at the time, but they had a free gym. I was working out there and then going to Ultimate Frisbee and stuff, I don't know if you ever played Ultimate Frisbee. But Frisbee, I miss it. I wish I could find a group here to play it, but it's hella fun. Have you ever played?
Maybe once. I mean, I played football, so is it like, isn't it the same just with the frisbee essentially?
Yes and no. You gotta, yes, get it to the other side of the field, but the person who has the frisbee can only take 3 steps. After 3 steps, they have to throw the frisbee. I mean, that's the way that we played it here.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
we'd have to
that's
like throw the frisbee
right.
pretty fast and stuff, and then you don't want to get too touched or whatever from the frisbee, and you don't want obviously the other team to catch the frisbee. So that's how basically it was. 3 steps, throw it, 3 steps, and then get it to the other side of the field for his little score point right there. So those were super fun, and they used to be a super aggressive. But I did that. I worked out in the gym, which was like a lot of strength. So like for Ultimate Frisbee was my cardio. And then I got into full-time working at the Boys and Girls Club, and they asked if I wanted to lifeguard. So then I got into swimming, and I passed the lifeguard test and stuff. So I basically just kept myself really in an active state
Yeah.
that whole time. Then moving to Florida, I did a lot of running with my husky and lifting weights there too, and like try some beach body programs and stuff like fucking Insanity and 21 Day Fix and everything. And so I finally got myself down to 142. The husband looked at me and said, "Oh, you look good. I'll marry you." And then we got married, and now here I am at like 174.
Oh my, that is wild. And again, wait, how long did it take for you to get from that 242 to the 140?
I would say like
That's
a
a
good year and a half. Oh, well, a little less than year and a half.
damn, man. 100 pounds in a year and a half is
Yeah.
insane. Do you feel you did it healthily? Like, was there any?
Oh yeah, I ate a lot. Like I definitely did a lot of research. I mean, I'm learning now too of like I might have cheated on some things. Like I feel like now that since my body is a little bit older, I can't really like cheat as much as I did when I was younger because
Yeah.
fast metabolism and all that stuff. But um I did really good. Definitely made sure I did like I never really, which was crazy too. I never really invested into like protein counting much. What I did was I just did a lot of calorie deficit count,
Yep.
like find out how much, and that's all I worked on. Where now I'm just learning to, first of all, not to do stress because I know stress actually adds weight to my body. We got married in 2016, and I was playing video games still, and then I was just stressed out with the wedding, like super stressed because it's like you want it to be perfect and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and family flying in. So I literally gained like 10 pounds there. After the wedding was over, we went to the honeymoon and all that stuff, and I got back into like working out. I dropped 10 pounds.
Yep.
That like within like 2 weeks because I was just I was done with it.
Yeah. That's
So I did.
that's
So
so
that's what
cool,
I'm working
man.
on now. It's just counting my proteins kind of thing and just
So
like clean eating.
you meal prep, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that an easy thing for you?
Mm-mm.
Pain in the ass?
Yeah, because I got a meal prep for two.
That's so you do
Um,
most of you do the cooking or most of the cooking?
I do most of the cooking. I've actually gone with help, and it's kind of like if I don't cook, he'll order takeout. And it's like, well, this is definitely a failed kind of situation here.
Yeah. Dude, I mean I have to respect him. I'm as much as I would say, dude, buck up and fucking help cook. I hate cooking as well. It's
But it's
just
like
such a pain in the ass, and I would so much rather order food than take 15 minutes to make something. I would rather wait 45 minutes for something to be delivered than to take 15 minutes to do it myself.
yeah, but at least you're ordering like your kind of meal prepping too, right? Like you already have like your meals that you get ordered right
Yeah,
from the healthy group.
yep, my fit foods. So I mean, I am lucky in that I do have that, but if I didn't have a meal prep company near me, I would just resort to Chick-fil-A close by me. Probably just Chick-fil-A on repeat. The chicken nuggets are just so good. It's not fair.
Yes, I am a sucker for chicken nuggets all day, or if not, even any like type of wings or bolus. Like I think that's my weakness for food.
Are wings?
Yeah.
Bone it,
I don't
and you
care if it's
said
boneless or bone-in. There,
just
it's
give you a
chicken,
wing.
it's meat with sauce on it, bro. I'm ready.
What sauce are we fucking with?
I really do like a spicy sweet kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm down for like hickory barbecue and stuff. I don't really like buffalo. I will tell you that. I'm not a spicy food
Same.
eater.
Same.
Okay, thank God.
I can't
But
do
like
it.
those sweet and spicy is kind of like there's this place here that I tried and they make really good wings and they have a honey sriracha wings.
That
Those are so
sounds
good.
amazing. Sriracha is, or sorry, I have to be a dick. Sriracha is the perfect kick. It doesn't like it kind of just pinches you. It doesn't punch you in the balls like a lot of hot sauces do. And it's wait, why did my
Oh
screen just
me.
go away?
Oh, your
Oh,
screen
probably
went
because I
away.
haven't typed. Hold on. And so let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Why did it? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Holy hell. So then, all right, no spice,
Honey sriracha, no spice.
wings. Let's cultivate your ideal meal day, your ideal breakfast, ideal lunch. I'm assuming wings might be for both. And then the ideal dessert.
Ooh. Is this where I could have like anything I want and not worry about weight
Literally,
or
you have 5 billion. You are Jeffrey Bezos, and
okay.
you are setting up your meal plan for the next day. What is it looking like?
Oof. Okay. So breakfast, I love a salmon egg Benedict. Okay. Those are delicious with some potatoes, with some veggies like sauteed on the side. There you go. Breakfast. Lunch, we're hitting some celery, wings, and sweet potato fries, like waffle style, like sweet potato fries. I love sweet potato. I don't know why I'm a sucker for it.
Sweet potato fries are the best kind of fries, but I must pause you. Even in this ideal day of yours, you were including celery in the meal. I just
I
want
love
to
celery, especially
reiterate
with
that.
like, but yeah, because I'm a sucker too for like the because even if I don't eat my celery or ranch, I love celery with peanut butter though.
Oh yeah, I mean, get rid of the fucking celery and just give me the peanut butter. That's a lie. I will say you bring up a good point. There's something about the tastelessness of celery.
It's the crunchiness that when you eat it with the peanut butter
It's
and
so
stuff,
good.
it's just yeah,
But
super good.
but are you doing chunky? Are you doing Jif? Are you doing some healthy fucking stupid peanut butter? I mean,
No, my peanut
amazingly,
butter. I love the honey roasted by Peter Pan.
I don't even know what you just said.
It's a Peter Pan brand, and then
Okay.
the flavor they have is honey roasted peanut butter.
There's a honey roasted.
Yeah,
How have
I
I
wish they had a
never?
chunky one.
Oh, you almost had it perfect.
I mean,
I
to be
can't do
honest though, I'm not a
chunky.
picky. I can do both. That's why this one they
That's
don't have a
okay.
chunky one. So I eat this one all the time.
Okay, fair. All right. So that's lunch, even though you have celery. Still
Yeah, I
sounds
mean we
okay.
shoot because like I'm too like I drink a lot of water, so I probably won't even finish it, and that's why still the celery's there for like an in between like snack. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull out the peanut butter, and then if it's an ideal meal, like I really want some good arroz con gandules. Have you ever
I
and pollo guisado. So like that is all Spanish food. What with avocado, with avocate. Like basically it's rice and then the gandules, they're not like the pink beans. They're like the little white beans that you get from the can. You ever seen those?
no. I'm
They're
not a
like
big bean person.
okay. They're a little chunkier than like chickpeas kind of thing. But they're
Okay.
called gandules. I really don't know the English word for it. But yellow rice, they have that in there. Even if it was with pink beans though too, I'm okay with rice and pink beans. But that and then the pollo guisado basically is a marinated chicken and especially if it has the bone in, after you marinate it, you basically like make a broth and stuff. And so you got like your carrots, green peppers, red peppers, onions in there and stuff. And it's cooking in this like thick broth. And you pour it on top of the rice with beans, and then you have avocado on the side and stuff. You just mix all that. Oh my god, it's so good. My mom makes it. I grew up with my mom making that all the time.
My
It
mouth
was just
is sitting here wide open. That sounds delicious.
yes, with all like the Spanish. That's the ideal with maybe some empanadas. You know, if I could even finish all that.
Oh, you can fit in this dream day. You can finish all of these things.
I can finish all that
Yeah, yeah,
bet with
yeah.
like a little empanada or like plátanos, which is like the little bananas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I love the sweet ones. The sweet ones are amazing.
That I
So
don't.
that
Okay,
I'm
so I know of platano. What?
yeah, there's the green ones,
Plantano?
and then there's those yellow ones that look mainly black. You know what I'm saying? Because like
No.
they're ripe and ready to go. So
I picture a banana, but I know that's different.
okay, so picture a banana, but it's bigger.
Okay.
So almost like the green bananas. And then like the yellow ones, they get ripe really fast, so they turn black really fast. But that doesn't mean they're bad because since that plátano is like thicker, you know what I'm saying, the bananas and stuff, it doesn't go bad. It's just more softened and it's sweeter. You can actually eat it raw and it tastes pretty good. But when you cook it, it just has that nice crispy sweet taste when you cook it like on a pan after you cut it up, you know?
Oh, and is that dessert or is that it just in addition?
No, that's in addition to the food.
Okay.
Yeah, and then dessert.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for cheesecake, man.
Nice. Just plain cheesecake? Is there? Are we flavoring it?
Uh so I really do. I like either like the Reese's Pieces ones from like the Cheesecake Factory,
Great call.
or a really good just strawberry one too.
Ooh. Oh, so you can go both. You can go fruit and just candy.
Yeah,
You
I
do
love
really eat
especially
everything.
I'm telling you, bro. You know this. I'm not a picky eater.
Have you always been not picky?
Yeah, I've always been not picky.
Where did that come from? Were you in a household that was like, oh, it's there, you should eat it, or you're gonna be hungry?
I was in a household. Wait, what's your ethnicity or your nationality?
I mean,
Puppy?
I'm white and my mom's white, my dad's black, but I was raised with just my mom. So it was
okay.
Taco Bell Kraft mac and cheese.
And whenever
We
you
did not
didn't want to
cook.
eat, you could leave the table, right?
I mean, it was pretty much, it was just us. So it was like, hey, what do we want? All right, I don't want that. Let's have something else. There was no
you
prepared
had options.
Yo, I had a white
no.
mom in Orange County. I had privilege, son.
You
I guess.
you got me, my mom, because my mom loves to feed us, but also like when we were growing up, my mom. So my mom was basically mom and dad. Like I
Same.
had my dad there. My dad is blind, and
Oh,
he
really?
can't. Yeah, he
Okay.
So you know he was trying to be a little thug, and that didn't work out. Hence why he's blind.
Okay.
But
I really want to know more, but continue. We'll put that in the back pocket.
Okay. So my mom kind of handled the cooking as my dad was learning how to cope with being blind. He wasn't always around. He had to go to like a school, you know, for that.
Okay.
To learn to gain independency and everything. And so we were really short on cash.
Oh,
What we
there
ate.
we go.
And if we did not eat that, I will never forget. I've never challenged my mom before. My brother, on the other hand, I don't know, dropped his balls and was literally brave enough to do that. And she looked at him and she was like, "You're not leaving this chair till you finish your food." And so my brother never left that chair. I went to sleep and got up to get ready for school. My brother's head was on the table sleeping with the
What?
Yeah, he never left that chair. And so my mom said he had to have that for breakfast. And so see, no, you're not going to school. You're going to sit there. My brother never finished the food so fast because he wanted to at least just get out of that chair. And that was if he was willing to go to school or not. So my brother was picky. My mom would make rice, right? And then like what she do is she'd put like all these seasonings and then like bay leaf. You know what bay leaf is, right?
Nope. A leaf?
Do you know what like olives are?
Yes.
Like green
olives are fucking gross.
So, okay, but my mom never. So here's the thing though too. My mom didn't really care if we didn't eat the olive and stuff, right? However, my brother was just so picky because what my mom did was like if you get the olives in the can, she used the juices in the olive just to season the rice. She
Ew.
was trying to explain that to us, so we could always leave it on the side. But the fact that my brother knew that there was an olive in his rice, he didn't want to eat the rice, and that's what happened. Like to
Oh,
him, almost like how people get picky. We're like, no, there was pickles in my sandwich. I don't want my sandwich, kind of thing.
yeah.
That's how my brother was. He found out there was olives in his rice and he didn't want to eat it. And my mom was trying, I guess, be nice and say like, eat the rice, just leave the olive. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to eat the rice, so that's why he stood there all night until he like finished that rice.
I mean, I have to give props to both parties of this because the fact that your brother was so fucking stubborn that he slept at that table as opposed to eating some rice that he just knew had an olive, but also your mom for saying, you're not fucking getting up. Sit there.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my, that is amazing.
My mom was like the worst of the worst Puerto Ricans you can find. She kicks one of my friends out for putting salt on her food because that's disrespectful if you salt a Spanish woman's food.
She
So
kicked your friend out of the house.
yeah, we were supposed to have a homework buddy and stuff, and like my mom made food. So we got there and we ate the food and stuff. But and of course, in some tables like the on the in the like our dining room was in the kitchen. So like on the kitchen counter there was of course salt and pepper.
Yeah.
We went and grabbed the salt and put it on the food. I was like, no. And my mom, look, she's like, what are you doing? I feed you and you're not that grateful to eat it. You got to go ahead and hit salt on the food. And then she just started speaking a whole bunch of Spanish. My poor friend did not understand what was going on. She grabbed him by the ears and she took him out the door and she said, you can go, we can reschedule this later, and close the door. And then she was just swearing in Spanish and already mad at us and told me to clean my room. And so I was in trouble for my friend's actions.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
Oh, so you don't put up with anything.
No, and I get that from my mom a lot.
Holy, that is so incredible.
It's
I have
funny
never
because
heard a story like that.
What? I got stories of my mama for days. She hates too when we bring it up now. She's like, I wasn't that bad. Me and my sisters look.
Has she gotten nicer or does she?
Oh yeah,
So does she just pretend like that never happened essentially?
kind of. Yeah, she'll say she doesn't want to talk about it. That was the old her. Okay, mommy.
So
But
wait,
like,
what changed?
well, I guess getting older, she changed. She's been going to like I guess church more, and I
Nice.
don't know. But other than that, like she just now she's not entirely soft because like my chat, I'll tell my mom on her and on them, and it's hilarious. I'll call her and be like, Chad said this, and I'm like, whose ass do I have to kick? I'll put it to the phone so they can all hear.
Oh, dude. Okay. How often does mom make an appearance on stream, and can she make an appearance
Oh,
today?
she's always lurking because
She is?
that's why I say cheese and rice. Because before I
No
used to say
way.
Jesus Christ, and so she called me up during. She was like, "Why are you always swearing? Oh, porque te estás haciendo a Jesus' name in vain." And I was like, "I'm sorry." So now we say cheese and motherfucking rice in the chat.
Oh, that is the best thing I've ever heard. I
Yeah, they
love this
know.
woman.
My mods would say, "Oh, Mama Geek is in the building."
She has a new fan. Okay. Yeah, yep. All right. Your mom is the shit. That is so incredible. Okay.
She watches a lot more than what I know.
So there's one through line to this that I wanted to actually get to being, and then fucking got to start stream at some point.
Yeah.
So that your mother's tough skin, has that translated well to streaming and dealing with trolls? Was that something that you struggled with at first? How do you, because that's something I love finding out about everyone, is how they deal with dickheads in chat. I feel like you engage with them a little bit, but like where does that come from, or what's that looked like for you?
I definitely think in a way for my mom, I do have a thick skin than maybe like some people and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't really it doesn't actually bother me too much. I will say it did not work though with friends or anything like that. If I ever got, I'm not a type of person that like to argue. I can't argue like right off rip. You know what I'm saying? Like I need time to process of what just happened right now and what my comeback is.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, dealing with the trolls and everything, it just gives me more like confidence. So yeah, it puts up a facade, and I think I get that from my mom a lot because of a lot of the incidents that we can go on for days and days of what my mom has done.
Oh
But
yeah.
I definitely picked up the pride side from her. So yeah, so I do engage in the trolls, but definitely I won't let them know that, like, if shit ever bothered me and stuff, they'll never know that from me. No, 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 no.
So then of course, so things do bother you. You just do have that. Like how often would you say
It
something,
maybe
or
like
does it
once or
depend?
twice somebody has out of the 3 years of streaming. I think it's like once
Really?
or twice, yeah, that someone has literally pinched a nerve. Because even on bad days though too, como I just go off on Spanish on them, kind of like
Yeah.
what my mom did, and then that was it. But never really has anything like really like hurt my. I think the game hurts my feelings more than fucking
Yeah.
trolls hurt my feelings. Let's just talk about that. Warzone hurts my feelings more than trolls.
I feel like that's pretty accurate actually for so many fucking people.
So no, I think it was just one time. Someone, I think someone did made a rude comment about like a racial slur
Ooh,
towards Puerto
okay.
Ricans, but that was like I think that was like yeah, like years ago. I haven't seen that one yet, and I'm trying to remember the other one, but I mean, because people will come in there and say like I'm ugly or like like you're a hoe or just stuff like that that doesn't really like bother me because I guess like I just know who I am as a person.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you could start, you could believe whatever you or like hacker and cheater and all that stuff. But yeah,
I
like
love that.
even like I thought too with like the weight jokes because I've seen those too would bother me as much, but honestly they don't. I think it should. Yeah, it was just a racial slur.
I mean, it sounds like you have a solid relationship with yourself and knowing who you are. And I feel like
Yeah.
those are the type of people that are the hardest to break because you call them all the names you want. It's like I know I'm not that. Or if you call out an insecurity, I already know about that. Thank you. I've said so many worse things to myself about this thing than you could ever tell me.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Yeah, that's one too. Like it's like I feel like what I do to combat that is like accept it or like kind of like make a joke about it too. Cause I remember like somebody said most Puerto Ricans look like men. And I laughed and I was like, yeah, and you know what? More women probably grow more chin hairs than you do, motherfucker. So it was like, cause it's true,
solid.
but it's like, what I'm saying? It was like a way for me to come back and accept that. Like, yeah, yeah, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. That's such a good way
Eh,
to deal with it too. Holy
Yeah.
hell, man. I love that. Well,
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of those trolls. I will say, I don't know if you do it or not, but I know definitely working out, and I do a lot of word of affirmations like in the morning before I start out my day, just in case,
see,
as streaming
I
can get stressful.
100%. And I've been lazy with my meditation recently. I wouldn't say I do words. I will do occasionally, I'll do words of affirmation, but it's mostly like I'm just so confident in knowing what I do. Like it is what it is. I started doing like fitness shit 5 years ago. So I've gotten shit comments and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, it is what it is. It's the saddest people that will try and bring you down. And I think that's also what helps too, is it's like, oh, this person doesn't hate me. This person is really just sad with themselves. That I'm
Right,
so sorry that you're having to deal with that. And that's why I'm
right.
literally like, hey, chat, send them hugs, send them wishes. Cause I don't even engage with them.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I'm good. You either want to see me irritated or you want attention. And I'm going to give you polite attention by telling everyone to tell you they love you. And then we're going to move on.
I love that.
It's so
I love that
easy.
so much.
It's so easy.
See, and I feel like I've tried meditation, especially when like a lot of the anxiety hit and stuff. Well, what I found myself doing is like I don't know if it's maybe my ADHD in me and stuff, but like I couldn't concentrate because that's what meditation does. It keeps you try to meditate on like what's happening now, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you're breathing, you're here, you're safe and stuff. And so but what I was finding myself doing when I was in those moments, I kid you not, it's like I would start to actually get too relaxed. to the point where I could just be very tired then for the rest of the day, you know? Because if
Interesting.
you're meditating for what, like 20 minutes maybe? Like
I
I've
do
seen like
10
the
minutes.
shortest is like 10.
I
Okay.
do 10-minute guided meditations. Yeah.
So, but I feel like like for that, I feel like me as a person, what happens is like like Lady is confident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lady's got BDE, but then the little child in my voice, like the conscience, the self-conscious, she's very negative. She's like the invert thoughts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she thinks of the worst. And so sometimes when I feel like when I use my words of affirmation, it's more talking to her so that way she's not
Mm.
as negative, negative Nancy throughout the day. And that I've just found that works out for me. So when I'm like doing like my makeup and stuff, or when I'm like having like anxiety days, I'll literally put on like a YouTube video and like so that way I could, because sometimes I could do it myself, but sometimes I'll
Yeah.
need extra help. Like I am strong, I am enough, I have enough, like all those for like a good 20 30 minutes, and then that's it. I'm like usually Gucci.
Well, I
So I've
mean,
been doing that almost daily just to make sure there's no. I forgot who was it. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington talked about like if you let one drain drop of negativity like flow in, and you continue to let that happen, eventually you're gonna get a lake.
yep.
So it's like you rather have a positive drop where you have a lake of positivity than like the negative.
That's awesome. And that's, I mean, even just how you spoke about it, that's a form of meditation. You're present, you have your full attention on literally everything that's going on, and you're choosing to focus on these certain things. And I assume, because you're a normal human being and even one with ADHD, that while you're doing these, other thoughts will try and trickle in. However, you choose to just let those go and then go back and
Right.
focus on your words of affirmation. You literally just described meditation. You're just doing a different form of it. There are so many
Right.
different types of it that, yeah, that's a beautiful way of going about it too, because it's, yeah, that's nice. I might actually have to give that one a try. Just
Yeah,
put
do
in
it. It's
music.
like
Yeah.
and it has like a even if like some of them it's like you can like look up like I am or self-love if you really want to like more focus on like certain areas that you need to like work on and stuff, because like
Yeah.
I feel like self-love is definitely like when you do those meditations they're different from like an original like I am,
Yeah.
kind of one. um, but yeah, I just couldn't. I know when everybody thinks of like meditation, they think of, sitting in one place, sitting up, you know what I'm saying? And you have your eyes closed, you're breathing in for 3 seconds and 2 seconds. That would really relax me. And who knows, maybe I just needed that relaxing.
Yeah.
But this time and place, no, sir, I'm not trying to be like, relaxed for all of day. So like that works, but it was just not working for where I needed it to be.
Yeah. And that's good that you didn't try. That's also one thing I feel like so many of us get stuck in, is we're like, oh, this thing is supposed to make us better. We have to try and make it better. Even though it's not working for us, it will. And it's like, no, there's so many different ways to do one thing, that as long as you get to the end destination, which is literally what you did, of mental peace and just mental clarity and control and kindness to yourself, like that's the end goal of it every single time, and you just got to it in a different way, and
It's
it's a
almost
fucking great way.
it's almost like fitness. It's like you kind of just you find out what works for you, whether it's cardio, kickboxing, Pilates. It's like there's so many forms of it.
Thank
Just find
you.
one.
Yes, I just replied to a DM from someone about this last night, who was like, dude, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't want to go to the gym because of COVID, and I feel like shit. Like, where I don't have the motivation. Where do I start? I'm like, dude, just think about the things that you love to do that are active, and start there. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to weight lift in order to be fit. You don't have to do a spin class in order to lose weight. You can go for a freaking walk a day and get
Hmm.
shredded. Well, I don't know how shredded you will get from aggressive walking, but the
But I
point
feel like
is you can
people, if
still
you're trying to
start.
lose weight, I know, and that's where I'm trying to work on is like it's always like 60% of what you eat and then 40% of what you work out. So it's like even if you're doing like a walk and stuff, but if you're eating as well
Yep.
healthy, like you're gonna lose weight and you're gonna like definitely like gain it somewhere else positively, whether it's your muscles or not.
Yep.
But yeah, like walking your dogs, shoot, like there's Zumba. There's like so much free stuff online too that you can do at home, fun challenges and stuff. Just you just gotta People just gotta do like not be lazy and do the research.
Yep. try and just look in yourself and what you love. And then you're on your freaking way, man.
Yeah. Like when you said volleyball, I was
Yeah.
surprised that you
Really?
play volleyball. Yeah, I could not picture you playing volleyball. Anything, I'd picture you doing like, shoot, like baseball or even like dodgeball. Because I heard dodgeball's been pretty popular here too, and I thought about that. But like, but yeah, not now. Or what is it? Is it disc golf? You ever seen those
What
where
fucking
they throw like?
sports are you into? In all of my life, I have never gotten, dude, you must be a baseball player. Wait, no. You must play dodgeball. No
No,
way.
I'm just
Frisbee
naming those
golf is your
topics.
sport.
I just seen more females and maybe some guys do volleyball. There's actually this really cool bar here in Houston. I wish if ever you made the trip, I'll take you there.
Oh, I
But
will.
it's a bar and you can sit outside and it's really cool. It's got like the little, you can have like it's one of those benches that have like fireplaces and stuff. They have that all around it. But then there's a net that goes over and then another bartender there. And in the net area, it's a whole sand area where people play volleyball and they play really fucking good. Like really good.
You
And
said
so it's really
Houston?
cool just to drink and like watch it. It's a league there that you can join and like participate in those. It's called Crowbar.
Crowbar. Interesting. Because
Yeah.
isn't there, I want to say, is it Austin? There's this sand beach volleyball bar right outside of a hotel. And it's the same shit. It's so much fun. And there's actually a place by me. It's an indoor facility, which is where I've been going to. And it's sand. They have a bar. So pretty much everyone just goes there. You drink, you play volleyball, you hang out. It's so much fun.
Dope.
It's
No,
so much fun.
This bar, I think it's like a family or owned bar because what they do, the reason I found out about it is because you know how I play kickball. That bar specifically like reaches out to other leagues, and what they do is if you win the championship, they actually pay for the champion's beer and stuff like that.
Nice.
So they did that for kickball. So we went over there and we saw the volleyball team. And they said, yeah, that's our league and stuff, and we do almost the same thing. If they win first place, we give them like $300 or whatever worth of beer and type shit with like pictures and everything. So it's like almost promoting like adults because it's like adults be active and play, but then like of course like be social and drink afterwards. So it's cool because like the volleyball league is there and then the kickball league is there because like some of the people still just go there since it's like right there from the field just to go drink and just hang out.
That's so cool. Being able to have that community aspect after your sport is always so fun. It's so fun to just do the thing and leave. Like that's what the gym is for. But it's those little extra you and your frisbee, ultimate frisbee. Do you have any leagues or anything outside of like any social things?
No, I was doing kickball for a while until like my back issues and all that stuff. And then I haven't gone back. Well, I'm subbing now for this season.
Oh, hell yeah.
So whenever they need a sub, I know that they'll just message me and then I'll be over there. But it is on Wednesday nights. But like for Ultimate Frisbee and all that stuff, no, that was when I was in college in Rhode Island. So I haven't found like an Ultimate Frisbee like group here. So, but kickball, honestly, like it's crazy because you would think it's just like the regular little game and stuff, but like it actually gets really competitive here with the adults.
Really?
Yeah. Cause like it's like they do it where you have to at least have 4 females on the team. And then in order the way there's like actually a lineup too where you kick. It's always guy, girl, guy, girl, and it doesn't switch and stuff. And if you have one less girl, the first girl that was out or like, you know, in lineup has to rotate and be that 4th girl in the lineup. And then there's also a bunting limit. You can't just bunt the ball and stuff. You have to like the girls have to pass the third baseline and stuff, and then guys have to pass that second baseline, which is like kind of like out further.
Yep.
And so most people want to bunt the ball or try to keep the ball on the ground because us being adults, we catch like almost all those kicks. And then and then it's basically the same thing, like run first, second, and third and stuff, and you can force that third out. It gets really competitive.
Holy shiz. When was the last time you did that?
What is it? September? August.
Dude, it's November.
I know. Well, I've had, like I said, I had my back issue in September.
Oh no.
And then
I said, when did you do it? You're like, it's September. Back in
August. Sorry.
No, it's great. I'm so happy for that to be heard by everyone. That makes me
that's right.
happy.
I forgot you're recording.
Yep. See, it makes you forget because the camera's not on. It's so great.
I know.
I'm
glad that you didn't watch me like munch all my lunch.
Oh no, I just fucking heard it the whole time.
The whole time?
I mean, you weren't discreet. It's not like you were waiting in between bites.
It wasn't the whole time. I wasn't like like on there.
I mean, it got quiet a couple minutes ago. I think. Today's stream sponsored by Kayla's Lunch.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you said my first name. It's
I know.
so weird.
It is. It's really fucking weird. But I actually have to call it here because I have to start stream. Before we get out of here, what are your socials? Where can everybody find you? And do you have any words for the people at home?
At Ladi Geek, and keep it positive, one day at a time.
I love that. Lady, aka Kayla, Lady, thank you so much. I will see you in like 45 minutes.
Okay, bet.
You're
Bye.
a champion. Bye. All right. There you have it, man. That was awesome. I'm loving getting to know more and more about people. Like the highlight of that is definitely Puerto Rican mom. I'm going to press her for more stories about that because that was awesome. But shit, dude, what an awesome human being. What a beautiful journey, dude, from mental health to video games. Who would have thought? Again, like we said, there's so many different ways to get to where you are, and no one way is going to be better or faster. It's just however you're going to do it, you know? So yeah, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a sub, drop a like, leave a comment. What was your favorite part? Who else should we be talking to on here? And y'all, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, night, morning, wherever it is you are, whatever time of day it is you're listening to this. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.